Alright, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, has some. I'm gonna wait till everybody comes in, because I don't want to explain myself twice. You feel me? But the cool cat has arrived, so it may take people a minute for it to come in. So let myself just marinate on the couch, waiting till people roll on in. Yes, the cool cat has arrived. That much for sure. The cool cat is definitely here to stay. So now that I can now that I get audio now, I can do what I was gonna do before, talk a little bit, and I guess if anybody really wants to hang with the cat tonight, then I could probably open the string off for a minute. But for now, alright. So now the cat is here. I don't know if people are gonna come back. I guess they might have to wait a little bit before people come in, but I'm gonna keep talking anyway, cause that's what cool cats do. We don't worry about, we don't sweat the small stuff. Yeah, the small stuff. Yeah, we do it big all the time. Feel me? That's all we do. We do it big. Cool cats don't worry. Cool cats don't worry. That's what we do. We just, hey Kizzy, how you doing? Welcome to the Cool Cat Lounge. You hang with the Cool Cat on YouTube. Yeah. I said, no, you're gonna find me. Yeah, the Cool Cat's here. Here to stay. Yeah. Oh, dang it. Extreme. Okay, the Cool Cat's back. Had to send out a message. I'm gonna make sure to set this app to block alerts, so that way don't interrupt. You don't block my face, baby. Just chilling out from this crazy world. People out there popping firecrackers, and I'm just over here chilling. I don't sweat the small stuff. I don't sweat it at all. You know why? Cause I'm cool. I'm cool to cool. I'm ice cold. So yeah, just sit on in. Take you want a drink? I got you. What drink do you want? Just let the cool cat know. He and the cool cat will deliver every time. I'm doing too much. But seriously, yeah, like all the people doing all these firecrackers and all that, it's just silly. Cause like think about it, you have well, you want water? I got water for you. I got that too. I got everything. I got all kinds of drinks. You want water? You want wine? You want some liquor? You want some juice? You want some soda? I even got milk. Cats love the milk. Yeah, like these cats. I mean, not cats. These people are tripping about the about about the fireworks because like you shooting these firecrackers out here, and I mean to a certain extent they are weapons. Like they're not weapons grade fireworks because I think you actually need a license to do that. I think you actually need I think you might need a blasting license to use those type of fireworks. But I mean, there are people that actually come out there and do that, which is crazy. And I mean, if you're wondering why I'm using a different platform and I use a StreamYard, it's because I want to see if different people will come over. And I mean, apparently you managed to find it. I don't know if you would have found it if I was using StreamYard. And then on top of that, from what I heard about StreamYard, they actually cut some of your watch your views. And I think they cut some of your watch time too. From like what This Beach Better has told me. And I'm starting to see that maybe she might be onto something. But how are you doing, Kizzy? If you're still here, probably made a mistake actually using my phone, but it's easier to use this than the OBS. Well, it's better. It's not easy. It's easy. It's better. Okay. So what did you do for the fourth? Did you? I'm sure you probably barbecued or so you had a barbecue or something like that. Maybe watch the fireworks or something like that. I don't know if you did or not, but I mean me, I don't particularly celebrate it. It's just my my choice. I mean I don't celebrate most holidays. Like if I do, it's only certain ones. But let me see what you say. Yeah, I can see that. But I mean, I mean, I'm using it for right now to do on my phone for this time. I may do StreamYard. May do a quick bridge builder. That's what I'm gonna call the sessions, the bridge builder. But as far as that, I'm just chilling out. Like I was watching well, I was catching up on some shows, like pretty much some anime shows. Like I didn't, cause like with the virus going around, they done shut down a lot of stuff, including life. Shut down life, they shut down life. Let's see what you say. Well, I was live streaming my phone without all that. You could live stream out the phone without the 1,000 subs. It was like when we were going when I was like on my channel doing lives and StreamYard. I was using my phone. I didn't have a laptop then. I didn't have a computer. I was doing everything on my phone, like I'm doing now. Now StreamYard just made it easier on laptop, but you could always went live. I mean, went live from your phone. It was just like, thing about it was you had to use your desktop settings to do it. That's all that would have been. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you could always live stream from that. It's like, yeah, it was just like people didn't know how to do it. And I mean, on top of that, like, just streaming from your phone there would have drained your battery. I mean, you could keep it up for a while, but it would have drained your battery. Yeah, it was like a lot of discussions. I think maybe up to maybe a month or two ago, I got my first computer. So yeah, with that, I actually just I had actually been doing it on my phone. So like when I got my computer, I was able to do a lot more with it. And even now, I can probably do. Yeah, and I mean now with the mobile, you can do a little bit more. I may I may actually go on StreamYard and show you how it works. But yeah, but streaming with OBS, you would actually have to know how much data your phone how much data your phone could put out, and then after you know how much data you put out there, the thing of it with it then is to make sure that it's that you have the data, so it won't so the live won't skip on you. And yeah, I mean, I've tried it once. I mean, I may try it again, but I was just doing some. I'm like, I think I may do some on my. I think I might do some lives on my phone and then others on my laptop. So it may be like if I do like StreamYard, most part, I may just do it from my laptop for the most part. But I mean, you can do so much. You can do a little bit more now with the StreamYard if you're paying for it. It's like really cool, because I was messing around with features on my yesterday on my live yesterday, and it was just had a ball. So I was like, okay, I'm doing this right here. And I just wanted to see like how this would all work out. But yeah, if you haven't already, please hit the like. It is much appreciated. You know, if you're in the bushes or whatever, please hit that like. It goes a long way. But let me see how long I've been on here. Okay, 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes. Yeah. I mean, StreamYard, you can do a lot. You can do a lot more with it now than before. But I was just always. I mean, yesterday I started. I mean, yeah, call him something. But as far as maybe I didn't, I started playing around with certain things. Like it was like Friday, I was just like trying to see if I could actually do it, and then I just started having fun with it. So you get to see the coolest cat on YouTube. I just started saying it because like when I did the overlay of a cat just chilling here, I was just messing around. I was like, man, I said, I mean, but then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, let me see if I can do it like that. The coolest cat on YouTube. Cause like earlier, I did a live where I was just gaming. I was playing God of War, Chains of Olympus, which I do kind of feel like playing again today. Honestly. But I mean, it's like may talk here for a little bit, but as far as that, like I mean, I did kind of want to talk about the Alex Rider series. That I didn't know where it came from, but it was on Amazon Prime. But I get my stuff a whole different way. And yeah, and three in the chat. Hey, I appreciate the watch time. I thank y'all. Shout out to those in the bushes. Yeah, I was watching this show called Alex Rider, I think maybe a week or two ago. And I didn't know it was based off of a book series. And it was showing like this teenager known as Alex Rider, who was living with his uncle, I think his name's Ian Rider. And he thought he was like a banker, but all this time he was a spy working for MI6, because this was like set in Britain, in UK. So the CIA, their intelligence agency is known as MI6. And I mean, kind of starts off like he snuck in to go get his friend's phone when the teacher took it away from him. So it's like he just took his phone and locked it up. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, like I get that you was trying to teach a lesson, but to keep his phone the whole time, I mean, just keep his phone. Like, I mean, he's gonna need that to contact people and all that. And how some of the phones cost. Ain't nobody got time to try to buy a new phone. I mean, even if you, got it, like, why you gotta buy a new phone? Hey, Ari, how you doing? Yeah, this is coolest cat on YouTube. Coolest cat on YouTube. Just sit down, have a seat, relax, take in a beverage. Oh yeah, this series on Amazon Prime. And when he took his phone, Alice, snuck in to steal it back, and I mean, he managed to do it, but I think he got caught. and his uncle took his phone, took his friend's phone away. So like I guess like Alex like, well, you know, I'll get it back, you know, when he's not looking. Okay, that's good, Ariel. And so when he came back in, so I guess like when he was like he's gonna get it when his uncle wasn't around, and it was like during nighttime because like they were supposed to go to a party that night. So so when that happened, so when they went to that party, I think Ian was like found out you know, some kind of found a connection, something he was checking out a league. So he left, went to meet up with his I guess his friend and partner, or I mean I know it was his partner. So they went and talked. Whoever he was to him, they went and talked. And yeah, if you haven't already, please hit the like, much appreciated. If you will, or dislike. I guess it doesn't matter. Uh, but but yeah, he went to go check out this league, and then next thing you know, there was like this guy. It kind of sounded Russian or Ukrainian, or he sounded like he was somewhere around that part of Europe where they had like this. He had like a different accent. Wasn't one you would find in someone who lived in Europe or Britain or something like that. So see him, and they were about to take him on, only to find out that the person that his uncle confided in was a traitor. So they took him out, and they thought it was over with. So as far as that, they actually hold on, give me a quick sec. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so let me see if I can. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that. Okay. I think I'm back on. Hopefully, I'm back on. I hit the thing, but okay. I'm now looking at them because I'm looking at it from my laptop. Okay. So as far as his, so after they took out his uncle, whatever, they made it look like they that he was killed by somebody else, killed by like a rogue, some group that they can pin the blame on. They try to blame it on, put it on North Korea, and and they told, and then when they broke the news to Alex, they told him that his uncle died in a car accident. They say he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and that was odd to Alex because he said his uncle never not wore a seatbelt when he was driving. I think he said that was like a big thing with him about it. So when that went down, he actually he actually started trying to find out what's happening because he seen that something wasn't right. So he had his friend like try to he had an app to find his phone. So his friend put in information to help locate his phone, and they did. They located right where his uncle got killed. And he seen there was like a whole lot of people around there, at the scene of the crime, and they didn't look like police or anything like that. Like a lot of people in suits. So with that, they just I mean, with that, he tried to go and check it out. He did see something, but he didn't get the whole thing. And I think somebody tried to bring him with him, and Alex beat him up. Beat him up and got away. He beat him up, but he broke his nose. Man, it was crazy. He broke his nose, got away with it, and I'm just like, wow, he actually did that. And when he did that, it was just like, okay, he did that. I mean, he did that, and then after that, he got away, and then he just waited to follow the people. So I waited to follow one of the cars back, and he followed right back to the place, like where to the headquarters or whatever they call it, to the base, and he snuck in, and pretty much he got the answers looking for. He just wasn't. The only answer he didn't get was who killed his uncle. So pretty much, once he got in there, he managed to get his way in, try to get some answers. They gave him answers, and then after that, they were like, okay, well, because I think he was invited in. They like, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. All right, come on in. So after that, they kind of told him everything, and then they told him, think about it, because they were thinking about bringing him on a mission because the clue that his uncle found was connected to a reform school known as Point Blank. So they tried to bring him. They brought him in there. They wanted him to come in. He was saying, can he think about it? And he's like, hey, if you accept the call, say, tomorrow if you accept the call, then we know you're with us. So of course, I guess like the next day, he was heading. I think he was getting ready to head to school, and next thing you know, like immigration comes in, because because they was with his own gone. He had his caretaker who was like, I guess she was supposed to be American, but but she was African in real life, but I guess she was trying to have an African accent or whatever. But as far as that, they actually tried to they actually tried to deport her, and then they had like social services like right behind them, like say, hey, you'll have an adult here. We're gonna take you and move you in a foster care or whatnot. So I mean, he figured out he knew what they were doing. So then he called him up. He said, hey, I was going to join you, but this shows me what type of people you are. He said, I'll do it, all right, I'll do it. He didn't even have to dial a number or anything. He said, call him off. So I think like after like 10 seconds, they know they got a phone call, and then everybody just left. I was like, wow. So am I still coming in? Let me see. Okay, the audio is still good. So when I looked at that, man, it was just. Then of course, like he eventually going to the school. He meets some people. He kind of starts to uncover the operation little by little because like they found out that like the kids that were being formed were like people of big time corporations, which could like they really have like a big effect on the world. Like these are like companies. If you got control of like the heads of the heads company, and you had their kids like reform, you could use them to to take over the company for you. So it was really more. It was kind of like it was like corporate espionage. It was like really, I think it was really more like world domination. That's what kind of sounded like. Cause it started, cause like how they even kind of started was like one of like the children of one of the big time I guess say mogul or something like that. I think he did like I don't know if he did holograms or whatever, but like it was like when dude was like going to the elevator, cause like he was worried about his son or whatever, and he didn't know what was going on, so he was like, but he kept, he was getting ready to go to a meeting or something, like they was calling somebody, and when he stepped on the elevator, he died because there was no elevator waiting on him. Like it was like when it opened, there was nothing there for him to stand on, but it appeared that way because he was using a very good hologram, so it looked like there was like elevator you could just step in, and of course you step into something that ain't nothing there, and especially he was like really high really high up, like all at the top. There's like a whole bunch of stories, you done for. That's about the nice way I can put it. But as far as that, yeah, and it goes into there's like it's like you'll find out about like Project Gemini. You ever seen like Gemini Man, something like that, but not use them as assassins. They're like cloning, but but it's like really interesting. Cause I wasn't sure about it, but once you watch that first episode, you're gonna want to watch more. It's like about 8 episodes, so like it's Amazon Prime, so they had like 8 episodes, but it's all based off of a book series though. I didn't know that. I had to look that when I was looking up because I wanted to see when season 2 would, when they plan on doing a season 2. They didn't say they were gonna do it, so with this pandemic going on, might have to wait a good minute. You might be waiting next year, which is kind of sad because we shouldn't have to wait a year for that, but it is what it is. But yeah, kids, if you go check out that series, you're gonna love it. If you're in if you're into action and all that, and kind of like that whole spy thriller or whatever, that series is perfect for you. What's the bark skins about? I've never heard that before. Yeah, you want to tell me what that's about? Cause I've never heard that show. And I don't want to Google it because then it'll be like all on the screen. Oh no, I'm using my computer. What am I thinking about? Well, I'm using my phone and my computer too, but I do have a StreamYard too, so I don't, it's like a way not missing comments. But have you heard about the TV show The Plot Against America? I haven't finished watching that one. I'm like on the second episode, but I think it's kind of like that whole kind. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I haven't really watched. I kind of like. I would like it if it's like it's interesting, like if it's like Renaissance medieval, like I think the Musketeers might be set in the Renaissance. If it ain't Renaissance, it might be Victorian era. Yeah, it's like the plot against America is kind of like the. Have you ever seen Man in the High Castle? It's kind of similar to that. It's like it's like a whole alternate version. If like Hitler won the war instead of America, and pretty much in this version, it's showing like this guy is supposed to be a big war hero, but but he wants to be president, but he's saying all this stuff that like are meant that are that are pretty fascist, like they're trying taking away the that was really anti-Jew, and some people are actually going along with it. Hey Art, how you doing, brother? Yeah, like they're like anti-Jew, and when I looked at that, it's like okay. I mean, they doing my stuff anti-Jew, and I still ain't fully read it, so I can't really. I haven't fully looked at it, so I guess when I finish watching it, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more. But yeah, if it's like yeah, it's kind of set like that. So, and I think he's supposed to like try to become president, and if he become president, which just seemed like he may, of course he's gonna probably start implementing some laws that would be against the Jews, and he would be secretly taking over the country, bring Hitler in, but I mean, in all actuality, the president doesn't really have much power at all. So I mean, if you were going to send somebody to come and try to do a lot of it, this person would have to be really influential behind the scenes, and you probably need more than one person realistically to make that work. You would need people in like Senate. You probably need people that allow it for certain stuff. You probably have to sneak it in there like where it's not where it doesn't come off as fascist. Like you'd have to do stuff like they do now in media. You'd have to scare people into thinking that like scare people into giving up their rights. Like, oh, we're so scared, we'll do anything to be safe. We don't care to take this right away. We just want to be safe. But the thing about it is that no one's ever 100% safe. It's not gonna happen. No matter what anybody says, no one's ever actually 100% safe. So I mean, you can do what you can. No one's gonna be 100% safe. Like it's like the Patriot Act, and I hate to say it, even like the virus that they have now. What I mean? They use to scare people, and they're trying. I mean, they haven't necessarily taken away anybody's rights with the virus yet, but I'm sure if scare people enough, you can get them to do whatever you want to. I mean, it's shown. Like, you would have thought like in the '90s or the '80s that like no one would ever actually give up their Fourth Amendment rights to a legal search and seizure. But now they can because of the Patriot Act. But I'm sure probably now, which is now the Freedom Act. But now you can kind of do certain. I mean, I'm pretty sure there probably might be laws now that maybe, certain stuff can't happen. But if they wanted to claim that it was some kind of form of terrorism, they could, they got the free right to do that. Area, yeah, if you want to do a panel, I had to turn this one off because I'm not on StreamYard, but I can shut this one down and then pull up StreamYard if you want to come up and talk. Yeah, I just need a minute to set it up. Yeah, I was actually using I'm actually using my phone, using screen record. I'm using another app, so I'm using the app. So yeah, I mean, yeah, with that, yeah, I mean they take. Yeah, I mean, I'll bring you up. I just I have to switch over. That's all. But yeah, as far as that, I'm gonna switch it over. Yeah, do the bridge builder, and I'll see y'all. Cool cast over. So just give me a few minutes, and I will get back with you. Give a few minutes, and we can keep this going a little bit longer. But I can't keep it too long. But yeah, we'll keep it a little longer. So yeah, your area. Give me a second. Give me a few minutes, and I'll have it back. Have the stream back up. All right. Hold this bounce vibrations. I'll see you later.